Hey, I'm here with Thomas, local Warhammer 40K expert and ratty clothing model.
Oh, actually.
Da-da! With great mustache comes great responsibility.
This was my pity prize after my wife made me shave my magnificent mustache.
That's awesome. That did sound a little fake, didn't it? I'm sorry, folks. I'm really, you gotta press down pretty hard to get any happiness out right now. So great. On that note, Thomas is like, great. I gotta be the guest when Sean is cranky. So anyway, let's start over. Insulted him. Oh, yeah. Gee. Okay, still not ready. She's got an itchy camera finger. All right, because I insulted Thomas's dress. I mean, the way he was dressed, not his dress. Thomas stands up, evening gown, and also was like, "I'm in a bad mood." That's no way to start things. I actually think I have very, very deep reserves of happiness.
Good.
That no matter what it is, I can't stay unhappy for very long. I'm just like, oh yeah, too dumb to know what's happening. Hey, let's talk about Warhammer 40K. But let's do it right after Brig asks his question. Okay, keep it rolling. Come on in.
Keep it rolling? All right.
Yeah, we're going to do the thing. So what do we got? Okay. This is the XV89s.
Yeah, from Ghost
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, I got it.
So
we're making kind of a Tau version of these Ghost in the Shell things. So what do you got?
Okay, so I've got these back support legs. Now, this thing has a tiny little gun coming between its legs.
Right.
But I've got to magnetize two of these coming between its legs.
Yeah, I think that's probably not going to work.
Okay, so the client says...
It's like, there is a point when they're so big you won't be able to walk anymore.
The client says, do what you need to make it look good. And I think that means totally abandon the idea. Yeah.
Right.
Put it out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think we should. I already think you have the general feel of it just by doing this. Tell me you're not burning whole crisis suit models to make this happen.
Two.
Oh,
I wanted them to both be left legs.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? No, they're the same
not both.
leg.
No, they're not both left legs.
Okay, I get it. But we are burning a whole battle suit for this conversion. Is that it? Where are you getting? Where are you getting it from? From the other guy's thing?
Well, in the bin.
Do I need to order two?
In bits, we've got a bunch of legs.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Okay. Then you're not burning.
But I don't know if we also have a bunch of.
Oh yeah, torsos. Then we're going to do the torsos.
Okay.
Wow, this is what we go through to make our clients happy. Crazy stuff that I don't even know about. They're like, "I'll just burn those for Land Raiders for this conversion." And I'm like, what? Why are we short Land Raiders? I just ordered a bunch.
I cried on that when I saw that. I was like, oh.
Saw what?
Land Raider. When the big old Gargant and it was built with Land Raider pieces.
We burnt whole Land Raiders on that thing. By the way, we still have that Gargant for sale too. That's kind of the last of the junkyard orcs that we did for Valhalla. I still got like 70 boys or something like that. And some trucks, 5 trucks, including the Zappa trucks, the 3 Zappa truck conversions, which I really liked, even though, evidently they're not good in that game. That game.
I thought they were pretty dangerous.
Well, you got to hit on a 5-up, right?
No,
it's 65 points.
They auto hit.
No, they don't. Zap guns? No, you got to shoot them. It's just randomized.
Playing wrong then. Randomized strength.
That's the beauty of doing narrative events. It's a weird thing. Yeah. People they kind of stop caring about the this and that, and they just start having fun. So anyway, all right, let's talk about. Well, we're talking about 40K. So you're going to Adepticon.
Yeah, 12 days.
Yep.
12 days.
That's awesome. All right. 12 days.
12 days.
What?
Yeah. It's happening.
You're going for 12. But the Adepticon's only 3 days. What do you do the other 9 days?
Well, no, I mean 12 days from now.
Oh, in 12 days.
12
okay.
days.
I thought he was staying 12. He's the die-hard Adepticon fan that he's like,
4 days after.
He has to train and get massaged and stuff for 6 days just to, be ready.
80s movie
He kicks open the door. I demand table placement. All right. I am actually excited. I went back and watched some of our old Adepticon videos, and, you know, I'm stoked. Go ahead and start and stop. Go ahead. Okay. Yes, time warp forward past the series of things that can't go into the video. There you go. Yeah. All right. So, okay, so you're going to Adepticon.
Yes.
In 12 days.
In 12 days.
Right?
For 3 days.
Yeah, it's April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. They actually change it a little bit every year.
Yeah.
There have been years when it was like the 12th, you know?
I was talking to the guy who, one of the big honchos there afterwards
That's
last
the
year.
technical term.
Yeah, big honcho. He was saying that they had to, they're worried now that because it's getting so big that they're actually going to have to change venue.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, are they at the same place as last year?
Oh yeah,
This year?
they're
The
still
Westin?
they're still at the Westin this year,
Right.
but it's growing so much that they might have to.
I
get a bigger place.
talked to someone about that, and I don't think he thought my suggestion was very good, but it would solve it. Which is raise the price.
Yeah.
Just bump it up a little bit, and then you get more revenue. They are seriously underpaid out there.
That's true. A lot of volunteer
And
guys.
that's a polite way of saying not paid.
They get a free entrance into the poker tournament.
Yeah, basically, those guys are doing it volunteer. It's really, really something. Well, you think about who gets the money of the net money that you spend on an event. Who gets the money? Well, who's the number one person that gets the money? Most of the money.
Well, I'd say usually you're.
Well, not for you because you're driving.
No, yeah, I know. I'm not.
The airline is the correct answer.
Airline makes a lot of money.
Then who gets the next amount? The hotel
makes a lot of money.
That's right. Then who makes the third amount of money?
Maybe the event, not the coordinators, but the event itself, so that it has money for next time.
You're actually spending more money on one other thing that you have to have.
All the licenses or something?
No, the food.
Oh, yeah.
You're spending money on food, and that goes to the hotel and to local.
Yeah, I know.
So actually, out of this amount to go to Adepticon, the actual people running Adepticon probably get 10% or less.
Oh, yeah.
than that.
So you're saying from the perspective of, like, for me, I'm driving out to Adepticon.
Right.
What am I spending money on? You're right.
I'm sorry, I wasn't clear. And here I'm like trying to lead him along.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not right.
I totally
Nobody
agree.
likes
Yeah,
a fishing expedition.
My Adepticon tickets are like $80 or $100 or something overall, and
For the entry into the
for the
things
entry,
they
we're staying at the Westin, so that's like $100 with their deal, which is awesome. It's like $100 a night for a room.
But after taxes, you're probably at
150. Maybe not that high, but I think it's 114, 116, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but a little bit more after taxes.
Are you staying 2 nights?
We're driving because we're driving,
Right.
and so
Which I think is amazing.
it's 20-hour drive.
I would not do that ever.
plus
But you guys enjoy
flights.
it, apparently.
I do it twice a year at least.
Okay.
Drive to Chicago.
Wow.
And so it's a 24-hour drive, but we'll see how gas prices affect driving because I'm going back out in June for some other stuff. But so you have the gas prices, which we're going to split between 5 people, and then you have the room, and we're driving Wednesday. We're going to be there Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. We're going to drive home Sunday night after.
So 3 nights at a hotel.
3 nights at a hotel.
Right.
And then food, of course, which
Right.
there's lots of places around there, but you're looking at
Right.
You're looking at
Minimum
least,
per person, I'd say
least
20 to
$10
40 a
meal.
day.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, there you go. $10 a meal, 30.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's going pretty,
yeah, it's
like
lower.
that is
Not
right.
it's
that's
not necessarily
fast
maybe
food.
McDonald's, but maybe it's like
Wait a minute. Hold
Little
on. What's
one.
right above McDonald's? That's great.
Wendy's
McDonald's
Arby's.
is, well, there you go. It's all super processed. Anyway, so let's talk about the game. We have to have like a 10-minute preamble. So what are you bringing?
I'm bringing Space Marines, and I'm bringing a pretty popular list. I brought Vulcan, his stand.
Okay.
He makes all of your Meltas, your Flamers, and your Thunderhammers, twin link basically. Well, Mastercraft Thunderhammers, but
Right.
so
It's re-roll hits.
Reroll hits.
basically.
It's pretty nasty combination. It's one of the more popular Space Marine lists to run, and I don't know how many, like, it was more popular last year, but also last year had a lot of, like, the IG Codex had come out most recently. It had a lot of mechanized IG.
Well, I did a count, and it was vastly.
Yeah.
The leaf blower was.
Oh, yeah.
That
Very
was
popular
everywhere.
list. Very popular list. And so my list was pretty good against that because I had a lot of anti-tank. But we'll see what happens this year. We have the Blood Angels Codex now. We have the Dark Eldar. I don't know.
That's a wild card.
It's a wild card because the 1850, the championship list, is awesome number for Dark Eldar. They can field a lot of miniatures and have a lot of anti-tank power and a lot of just shooting power. You know, they're with the fact that they have poison weapons, so they're going to get rid of high strength
Tyranids.
Yeah, the high Tyranids are not going to like that stuff. But so we'll see what happens with that. I was talking to my friends and was thinking, yeah, I kind of want to take Dark Eldar, but they came out just like 5-6 months before, so you really have to like get your army.
That's
going.
how long it takes. Like people are still like, okay, what's going on with Dark Eldar? We haven't seen everything.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah.
So my prediction is we won't see a lot of Dark Eldar at Adepticon.
Yeah, I would
like your friend, people will be like,
lots of Blood
I'm
Angels.
going to go with a tried and true.
Yeah.
There. Anyway, go ahead.
I'd say lots of Blood Angels though. For instance, I'm participating in the team tournament, and we're going to take Blood Angel team. So
right.
And actually, Orcs won last year, and they that was kind of
that's great to see.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wait, were there any Horde armies in it? Like 180 boys?
No, I think the list that won, they had I don't remember exactly how many, but they had quite a few Orcs in the list. And, and so there was probably at least 90 Orcs on the
Every
table.
time I've played with 30 boy mobs, they're superstars.
Yeah.
Like you just to shoot them down, and they just keep coming, fearless.
Yeah. Really hard to get rid of, especially with cover saves.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can string them out for multiple objectives too. Like that 30, so the base is an inch, so if you just put them right next to each other, that would be this long, 30 inches. And if you put a 2-inch gap between each of them,
the whole tabletop.
They can string 90 inches, which is basically 8 feet.
Right.
Yeah, they can go from one corner all the way to the other corner, one unit. And if you have like 4 units like that, that's just crazy. I think Xana's nodding off. She's like, oh man. Really? This is my golden hands, these talented hands are being used to just hold the camera. Yes. We need a talented person, and we need some yucks from off screen too. Which I have to say it's been pretty light. She's going like this. Nope, not gonna happen. Oh, hey, there it is. Hey! Yep, that's my special skill. Make people happy. So anyway, there you go. Well, I'm pretty excited. So what do you think the list is going to be this year? When I take my tally, which I do, I go and I count everything.
For the championship, what kind of numbers? Well, with the new codexes being, and like we were talking about the Dark Eldar, we're not going to see a huge amount of them, but I think we're going to see a drop in other Xenos because you've gotten more Imperial codexes more recently, so you're going to have more Space Marines. Space Marines
not because they're bad,
the
but
Blood Angels because they're newer.
Right.
Yeah, the Blood Angels.
Will the Grey Knights Codex be out?
It comes out during Adepticon, so it's not going to be in Adepticon.
Oh, okay.
Because
that would be a wild card.
It would be amazingly wild. I played. Of course, it's been leaked, and if you have a black box, you can go to your local game store and see it.
Right.
But I played a game against a list last night, actually, and they are pretty nasty in close combat. Just about whatever you bring, they're pretty nasty in close combat. They lost their Strength 6 weapons, but every one of them is a Power Force weapon. So
wait, they have a power? They all have power weapons?
Every Grey Knight has a power weapon that is also a Force weapon.
Oh!
They're only strength.
That is insane.
They're only strength 4 now.
Only strength 4.
They're only
strength 4.
But you can also they also have one of their powers, which
Hammerhand.
Yeah, Hammerhand, which
gives
gives
the
them
whole
5.
unit plus 1 strength.
So that's pretty nasty. And then if they have...
And they all have psychic powers.
Yes.
Even the Rhino pilots.
Yes.
They're like, I'm driving my Rhino.
Fortitude.
I'm doing psychic powers. Check it out. I'm driving with my knees and doing my psychic powers. So anyway, go ahead.
Pretty nasty. No, the other thing that's really nasty about them is they have the glaives. And if you the guy I played against, he brought a special character called Crow, which allowed him to bring purifiers, which are an elite choice, as troops.
2 attacks.
2 attacks base, and they have...
they're like basic Grey Knights.
They're like basic Grey Knights.
They get more equipment and 2 attacks.
And 2 attacks, and some of their equipment's cheaper.
They're like veterans.
They're veterans.
All Justicars.
Exactly.
That's what they should have called them. They should have said Justicars
Right.
squads.
Right.
Because then people, that would have made sense.
But they can take the glaive, which gives +2 initiative for like 3 points a model. So they're like base 20. He was saying that there was like a
So
2 or 3
initiative
point difference.
7.
6.
6, sorry.
Initiative
That's
6.
good enough.
It's amazing.
And
it's
then
better,
2
it's faster
power
than,
weapon attacks.
faster than anyone. Well, and then a third on the charge if they charge.
So
So,
that's awesome.
and then if they hammer hand,
Did
it's
I mention
strength 5.
I love Grey Knights? Always loved them.
They're really.
It's like
really good in
it's
close
like when the
combat.
band becomes famous, everyone's a fan, right?
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing to think about too. They can bring they have a force staff, right? That's one of the other weapon options. It's expensive, but they can bring one in a unit, and it gives a 2-up invuln to that guy
Right.
in close combat. So
That's right.
That guy,
the staff.
yeah, that guy, force staff. That guy is like, oh look, here's your power. I'm charging your unit of regular guys who has a power fist in it. Well, the power fist is on a sergeant or something who has 2 attacks usually.
Right.
And so he's rolling
Hits
2. Let's say
one.
hits 1
Right.
and wounds that 1. Well, I take it on my force staff. No Grey Knights die from that power weapon, and they have a 3-up save, and yeah, and they go first, so they're going to get rid of a lot of your attacks. So you're losing your tactical Marines or whatever Marines you're fighting with before they get to swing.
And they got
swinging at strength
transports.
6. And they have transports.
And they have the personal teleporters. That's the insane. That's kind of like the wild card. Like I think it hasn't sunk in. It's like you can make one 30-inch move, teleport move, no deviation, and there you are. Like on one turn. Granted, you've sunk a lot of points into your units,
Small
but
armies.
you could redeploy completely.
Yeah.
So they're the Space Marines of Space Marines.
They the other thing is they're Crusaders.
Crusaders.
They're Crusaders. They're tanks. I played it. He brought just a regular Crusader, and he gave it Cybolt rounds, which gave it +1 strength to its weapons.
Right.
That makes a huge difference. Like a
Wait,
Crusader,
the whole thing gets +1 strength.
all of
to
their
its
weapons get +1 strength. At least, I mean, maybe.
Oh.
I didn't read the
Oh,
code
by the way,
myself,
Forge
so.
World has great upgrade. They have Psy Cannon upgrades, and although you can't give them Psy Cannons, the Cybolt ammunition really is that, and it looks
Right.
great on them.
Yeah.
It looks great. I recommend if you can swing it. Anyway, go ahead.
Crusaders, with the reroll, all their weapons being twin linked, and then I mean, just hitting you. I mean, you were just blowing away my units because their strength. One of the problems with the Crusader is it's great against infantry, but not so great against Space Marines because it's the same strength for the Hurricane Bolters.
Right.
But he
Strength
was
4
wounding-
plus 6 would be 10, but if it's Strength 5,
Yeah, you're wounding a lot more, and you get to
That
reroll the hit, so
is-
you're hitting with everything, and you're wounding with a lot more. It's
oh, wow.
really
You mean
painful.
glancing and
No, against
against regular guys.
against regular guys, just hitting infantry. But against and it's also even he didn't have multi-meltas on him,
Right.
but so they didn't have a whole lot of anti-tank power.
Because
But
a Rhino is 11 in the front.
right,
Right.
so you could glance it on,
So
or you could
now
pin it on
you've got
glance it on a 6 with
Right.
and then you could
Strength
also
5.
pin
That's
it
a
with your
huge
hurricane,
increase.
and your salt cannon strength 7 now, Randy.
The other thing,
So it's a
just in
lot
terms
better.
of commissioning an army or, the money aspect, is Grey Knights are one of those few armies where they're notably less expensive than the other ones.
Oh yeah, model
'Cause you
count.
need the
Model
model
count's
count.
a lot much
Oh,
smaller.
by the way, and here's the commercial, right? The no, it's not a commercial. We're just having a conversation, drinking our smooth, cool Coca-Cola, glug 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 glug, or whatever it is. Yoo-hoo. Who names a drink Yoo-hoo? Anyway, yeah, we have turbo armies for Grey Knights, and I have a pricing sheet up for them too. So you can pay a flat amount for a certain amount of points, and that's actually not bad. I thought I turned my phone off, but apparently not. And I'm back. Kablam. All right. So Grey Knights, awesome. So definitely we're doing Studio Grey Knights. That's just all there is to it. And haha, guess what color mine are going to be? Oh, you're not in on it. Mine are going to be teal.
I should have guessed,
Teal
actually.
Gray Knights. Oh, they're going to look fantabulous. I'm really excited.
Good codex.
Yep. Teal and gold with white. It's going to be a good combo.
But then they're not gray anymore.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. Well, Gray Knights really are silver,
Yeah.
actually. But there are color combinations. You can do them brass. You can do them kind of a pale gold, burnished gold type of thing. That's fun. You can do them very dark.
Seen a lot of red,
Black armored?
a lot of like
Red
red,
ones?
highlights. Not well, still the silver armor, but with a lot of red highlights.
Like
and
object
lead.
source lighting?
Yeah. Well,
Or
also like their accoutrements, all of their gear and stuff.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then-
That is a good combination. You know what a good color scheme is? Is white, red, and black. That's a solid arrangement right there.
Looks really
My
good.
original Eldar were white and blue with red highlights. Red, white, and blue. Which is arguably patriotic,
Yeah.
but pretty much a pathetic colors. I have a picture around here somewhere, not a very good one, just of the whole army on a, when they used to develop film of my first army I ever painted, which was Eldar. And they were so bad. Oh my gosh, they were an embarrassment to humanity. They were terrible. They were Skittles. They were Skittles. Eldar. Yeah.
Really bright.
Yeah.
Taste the rainbow.
Taste the Eldar. Yeah, blue, royal blue, and I just ended up I tried a different thing on each unit, and so yeah. Anyway, I remember painting my swooping hawks because I decided to do the wings a rainbow.
Oh,
Right? Like
okay.
they'd fade
All
from
right.
one thing. Yeah, exactly. Like what? Yeah, they were horrid. But I remember just getting I almost chucked one right through the bay window, and my wife was like, "Don't you do it!" And I'm like, "Must ball up anger in one mighty, super heavy kernel of hate." And so there you go. So I'm still letting that out, safely, a piece at a time throughout my life from that one instance. The stupid swooping hawks couldn't get their wings to glue on. Hold on, this is a great story. It's not a great story. It's a story. Let's go with that. I was putting together my Tyranids using 2-part epoxy glue from the hardware store with 12-hour cure time.
Oh.
So I would glue them, and then I would arrange like a little scaffold around them to just kind of hold the pieces in place. And I come out in the morning like one arm has fallen off, and it's actually attached to the hip. And it was just, it was the worst, absolutely the worst thing ever. How ignorant I was.
I've been there actually.
And, yep. And so, and my original Tyranids, because I did Eldar and then Tyranids, then Grey Knights. And the Tyranids, they had purple skin, purple ink over white primer. That's what I had. That was my genius idea. And then I actually got high tech, and I made like a little, wash thing to make yellowish bone. So yellowish bone carapace and deep, inky, glossy, spotty, manchy kind of purple all over him. It was, yeah, that's how concerned you should look about that color scheme. It was really super bad. Yeah. Well, there you go. We all have our embarrassing first trials there. And my Grey Knights were called the Azure Knights, and they were like pale blue.
Oh, okay.
No, it only sounds good. It was
Oh.
actually turned out to be more of like a baby blue. It's like, those Grey Knights were having a boy, basically. That's not right. All right, so I guess that's it. We've probably been talking for about 20 minutes. So thanks a lot,
No
Thomas.
problem.
Much appreciated. Hope you all
See you guys
enjoyed.
at Adepticon.
Ah!
Ha ha! She was too fast on the start-stop. That camera likes to play that trick on you.